Hello, my name's Nina McKinnon. I'm the Executive Director of the Fetal Alcohol Syndrome Society of Yukon. We're here at our very last event of the summer. September, of course, is FASD Awareness Month. As of 2020, the federal government has recognized this month in awareness of talking about fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Today is our last event here at the Borealis House, where we've had a barbecue for family and friends, and also we've been painting rocks to do a memorial for any of our folks that have passed. Statistically, in Canada, people with FASD have a lot lower life expectancy than folks that do not have FASD. To the only study being done citing 38 as the life expectancy of somebody with FASD compared to 78 in the rest of the population. So today we wanted to really honor all those that have passed way too soon and also just wrap up the month of events. So we started, of course, with some information about Fassy and FASD in the Yukon, especially since the very first diagnosis that ever took place in Canada did happen here in the Yukon in 1986. Since Fassy started in 1996, we have had a ton of advocacy happen and a lot of changes happen for our government during that time. So we had that at the start of the events. Then, of course, we had our big barbecue, which is always the biggest hit of the year, on September 9th, which is internationally known as FASD Awareness Day, the ninth day of the ninth month being, in remembrance of the importance of healthy pregnancies. So we raised some awareness and fed our community. And then we had 2 days where we were at the market selling some of the wares in recognition that FASD is really coming from a strengths-based perspective, and a lot of our folks are extremely talented. Oftentimes this disability is seen as just a deficit disability, but really this is a lot of positive things come from having FASD. Our biggest event that was well attended was on the 23rd, where we took over the Yukon Theatre for the day. We hosted 2 movies that were created by staff at the Fassy office. The first one was done by Maddie Scott and Josh Feed. In that video, they profiled 14 different participants who use Fassy services. And the second video was done by Ashley Russell, profiling 8 different stories of women who have admitted to drinking during their pregnancy and asked why. The big messaging, and I think the big takeaway from a lot of the people in attendance, was that you don't know anything about FASD until you meet folks with FASD. There was people in the audience that said they thought they knew stuff, and when they left, they realized how little they know, and how often we misjudge our folks based on a lack of knowledge and true ignorance around this disability. And when we do that, we don't realize how much impact that has on people who have FASD and how they feel about themselves, which wraps up to today and why people with FASD have such a low life expectancy. 50% of the folks that die with FASD early do so because they committed suicide or they were part of an accidental overdose. And as a community, the theme of September was to take action, and the way that we can all take action here in Whitehorse and in the Yukon in general is to get to know somebody with FASD, get to know some facts about FASD, and understand that you don't know anything about this disability until you've sat here with some of our residents and gotten to meet them.